Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Carolyn and today I'm going to be making a low-carb angel food cake with a berry and whipped cream topping. So I've begun a journey to lose 150 pounds by following a low-carb lifestyle. Today would have been my husband's grandfather's 80th birthday, and to kind of honor him and his birthday, I decided to make one of his favorite desserts. Now, since my husband and I are doing low carb, I went on the interwebs and I was able to find a recipe for angel food cake from withasplashofcolor.com. So this is not my own recipe. I will put the link to their website in the description box below for the full recipe and measurements. For this recipe, you're going to need 12 eggs with just the whites, almond flour, coconut flour, cream of tartar, your sweetener of choice, I'm using Splenda, vanilla extract, heavy whipping cream, and I'm going to use this bag of frozen berries in mine. But you do want to take it easy on these.
Got my unicorn apron and I'm ready to go. So the first thing the recipe says to do is to combine all of the dry ingredients. So I combined the cream of tartar, the Splenda, the almond flour, and the coconut flour. And sometimes you measure things wrong and you realize you have to put some back. Once you have all your dry ingredients in the bowl, just stir it until it's well blended. Next, let's get to work on these egg whites. Don't worry, I'm not going to make you sit here and watch me crack open a dozen eggs. That's what video editing and time lapses are for. Now let's start beating the eggs. And then you're going to realize that for some reason when they said to mix all of the dry ingredients together, they did not mean the cream of tartar also. So you're just going to add a little bit more to the mixture like it never happened. Followed by some vanilla extract. You're going to mix this together until it forms stiff peaks. And if you don't know what I mean by stiff peaks, I'll show you in just a moment. This is how your mixture should look. Next, we're going to start combining the dry ingredients with the wet ingredients. You're just going to gently fold this until everything is well blended. You can put the batter in a bundt pan, a loaf pan, or a regular cake pan, but I'm using a bundt pan. And I'm just going to smooth that out. And this is just going to go in the oven for about 30 to 40 minutes at 350 degrees. And here's how it turned out. Don't mind that little missing piece, that's just where I tested it. Alright, and now we're on to the berry topping. Now this recipe is not from withasplash.com, it's just something I threw together. I started by putting frozen berries over medium-low heat, adding just a little bit of lemon juice and a little bit of Splenda. And I know I didn't say you would need lemon juice in the beginning, but this is completely optional, so you don't have to use it. And you're just going to stir this until all of the ingredients combine together. And then we're just going to set this aside. I just kind of eyeball how much heavy whipping cream I'm going to use, and this carton was almost empty, so I just used the rest of it. Then I add a little bit of Splenda and a little bit of vanilla extract. And then you're just going to stir this until it becomes a thicker whipped cream texture. Once the whipped cream is done, I added just a little bit of the juice from the berries just to add a little bit of color. Then you're just going to spread the whipped cream all over the cake. I used a slotted spoon to move my fruit onto the cake.
Alright, so here is the finished product. I think it looks pretty good. So now we have to try it. I'm gonna bring my husband in here so that we can both have a piece, see what he thinks. Yeah, some of you may remember my husband from the last video, although you weren't properly introduced. This is my husband Brady. So this is the cake that I made.
Yeah.
And now we're going to try it.
Looks good.
It's good. Almondy. Doesn't taste exactly like anchovy cake.
So, you're right. It doesn't quite have the super bouncy consistency, but it is very, very good.
Success.
Yeah.
Success.
I will happily enjoy this and maybe another slice. Who knows? Happy birthday, Grandpa.
Alright, and that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel to follow me on my journey. Hit the like button and click that bell notification next to the subscription box and you'll be notified every time I upload. Bye!
Boy.